Thanks for being a part of our church leadership by leading a Gttn group. Our groups are not just a ministry of our church, but they are our church. As you lead and care for your group members, you are shepherding our people. This video is one of several online trainings that you're going to have so that we make sure we're all on the same page together as a church. Please take notes and be ready to answer the questions that we're going to be sending to you, and you're going to email your answers back to me when you finish. If you don't have a way of taking notes right now, go ahead and pause the video so that you can get what you need before continuing the video. All right, these are our expectations of you guys as our Gttn group leaders. Lead each home group session by facilitating biblical discussions, encouraging participation, and monitoring healthy home group life. Provide clear communication on group life and progress when you're requested by our church staff or by your group's coach. Attend and engage in any group leadership development opportunities. And we're going to have a lot of them coming up with Pastor Carol and with myself and Ismael and a bunch of people. Identify and select an individual within your home group to start training up and develop as a future home group leader right from the beginning. Strive to grow and multiply your home group by inviting people that do not yet know Jesus. This is a great ministry opportunity for outreach, too, to our community. Be patient with each of your people because they're going to need to be patient with you as we're all making mistakes and learning how to do this as a church together. Enrollment is all year long, but we have a big push 3 times a year for our groups are open. And our 3 cycles are going to be from January 13th to April 6th, then again from April 21st to August 3rd, and from August 18th to December 14th. That's our 2019 schedule. Group leaders are going to commit to leading a minimum of 1 trimester at a time and renew for each trimester. If for some reason you are unable to continue leading, please contact me as soon as possible before your commitment time ends. The beginning of each cycle, every group will share the same curriculum for 2 to 3 weeks, which will be connected with Pastor Obed's Sunday morning sermons. Each leader will be given an outline and some discussion questions for your meetings to go over with your group. We'll be having trainings then 3 times a year, 1 in person, which will probably be the August one, and then 2 others that are going to be online like this one. Groups meet once a week. And we know that life happens and there's going to be a week here or there or a holiday that you might not be able to meet. But please try to stay consistent with your group. Try not to ever miss 2 weeks in a row if you can at all avoid it. And when you cancel your meetings for another church event, try to choose an event that at least will fit most of your people where they can attend that instead of your group. For example, if you have a family group, don't cancel it for a men's conference because only some of the people will be able to go to the men's conference. Cancel it for events where your whole group can go to the event together. Stick with the same day and time every week. It can be really discouraging to others to change their plans last minute and try and figure out where it is and what time it is, and it's going to be a huge hassle to you also. We believe that the best way to develop a deep community with others is to meet off the church campus. People feel more comfortable with each other once they've been to your homes. They're also going to feel more comfortable talking at a coffee shop or a restaurant or somewhere where they can feel more personal with you. Getting outside of the church building helps to foster a comfortable atmosphere for a deeper conversation with you and with the Lord. Ideally, our Gttn groups are 3 to 12 people. Some homes are a little more limited to less than 12 because of the space available like mine. But if you find that you are consistently having more than 10 people in your group or that you're just full, talk to me right away because this is a great opportunity to multiply your group and allow for more growth and to reach more people for Jesus. And this is our goal. Let's reach as many people as we can while at the same time keeping it close enough to be personal. All right, here's some more really important information that we have for you about hosting your group. Make sure that you enlist ownership from everyone in your group by dividing up and sharing the responsibilities between you all. This gives you, as the host, the chance to empower other members of your group to take the next step in their lives of leadership. Don't host it alone, otherwise you're robbing from them the blessing of being able to step out in new areas of their lives and really take ownership in the group. Have a group communicator if possible, someone who's going to follow up with people on plans that your group makes, contact anybody who doesn't show up any week or things like that. Take turns bringing a snack each week. Don't you as the host always be the one to do it. And also make sure you're not doing things that are so extravagant with your snacks that other people feel like they have to host this huge Pinterest-looking show of food. Make sure you keep it simple. If your group is comfortable, take turns opening and closing in prayers with some of your people. As the host, there might be a time when you're unable to host, and you can enlist the help of another group member who's strong and capable of doing that. Make a lesson plan for each meeting with your agenda and a list of materials that you need. Don't wait till the last minute. Be preparing ahead of time for your group. That way you're not focused on you teaching and you can put your focus on their response and what they need as your sheep. Check your email for upcoming training dates, serving ideas, announcements, prayer requests, and things like that. And respond back to me so that I know how I can be praying for you, how I can be helping you so that we're in good communication. Check in with me often. I and the other group leaders are going to be your lifeline as you're starting up your group. They can answer any questions you might have, provide support, prayer, and assistance getting your group going. Plan to spend at least 30 to 60 minutes a week to prepare for your group. Set group guidelines, making sure to discuss privacy about what happens in your group, stays in your group, and being on time and communicating any absences to you as their leader. Let's make sure that they know that they need to be respecting each other's differences even within the group. Just because you are the group host doesn't mean that you should talk the entire time. The goal as a group host is roughly 50% of you talking and 50% of you listening as the group shares. It's about the group engaging in conversation and in relationship. If you tend to be the type of person to talk a lot, then your intensive listening skills, you need to work on those and make sure you're not focused on what you're saying, but on what they're saying. Encourage community, especially in your first meeting. Have fun. Have a barbecue, an ice cream social where everybody brings a topping, or do an icebreaker or some kind of fun idea. Make sure that you're consistently doing things that are promoting connection in your group. Have community together. 1 Corinthians 11:17 through 34 is really important as we go grow together as a group and as a church. All right, now we need to address one of the issues that groups have that comes up often. Now, we are a family church. We want to include families. We don't want to isolate anybody who would love to be a part of our groups just because they have kids and we don't know what to do with them. We need to be addressing the spiritual needs of each generation. So what do we do with the kids when our parents bring them? Well, here are some ideas that you can have. Be prayerful about what you can do, and the Lord will give you other ideas also. One idea is you can share a babysitter with other people in your group. You can have a babysitter stay at the house of one person and everybody bring their kids there, and you guys can, as the adults, can meet at another house. Or you can share the responsibilities with another group who meets on a different day, so that when they meet, you take turns watching their children, and then in return, when you meet, then they can watch your kids. Plan a movie or a craft in another room while you meet. Interruptions are going to happen, but that's just life. Sometimes it's distracting to have the kids around, but we need to include them in our lives. Enlist the older kids to help you with the younger kids in your groups. Or people with your group can take turns each week watching the children, where you have an adult who misses out one night on the lesson because they're watching the kids, but they'll still get the notes. All right, we have Facebook groups. Other ways for our people to be connected to you as their group leader. Gttn has a private Facebook group for you, our Gttn leaders, And we also have a separate Facebook page for all of your group members. So we're going to have upcoming trainings and any activities and announcements, important information that we'll be posting both on your leadership page and also on our groups page. Encourage your people to like the group page so that throughout the week they're getting different information on our church and on what we're doing in different groups. And they can be posting testimonies, and it'll just be one more way that people can be connecting together as a church. All right, thank you for watching this informational video. Make sure you have your notes already. I hope you really got something that'll be helpful for you as a group leader. Please answer your questions that we'll be sending you or that we've already sent you so that you can answer them and send those back to me just so I can check off that you did this training for this round. And let me know if there's any other questions that I missed, things that you need to know about leading your group or things that are coming up. Let's stay really close in communication with each other. And I pray that God just strengthens you as a leader, that he blesses you in your home for the sacrifices that you're making, and that you feel really the delight of what it means to be a minister of the Lord for his sheep. God bless you.